up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I am giving you today my NFL predictions for the 2024 to 2025 season. I've never done a video like this. Shoot, I even missed my opportunity to do the MLB standing predictions. I ran out of time and I just had to neglect the whole idea. Anyway, so hopefully I'm able to get this to you in an appropriate amount of time. It is Wednesday, September 4th. So tomorrow for me will be the Chiefs versus the Ravens. So as of right now, obviously that game has not happened yet. That is tomorrow. But there's a chance that this video might be uploaded on Thursday night later in the evening by the time I get it edited. But just know this was predicted before that game. Not that that really matters all that much. Without further ado, let's get the hell right into it with my predictions. Also, you are going to see in the title, I'm a casual football fan. I am quite a diehard baseball fan. As you can tell, most of the crap behind me is for baseball. So when it comes to baseball, I know more shit. Of course, when it comes to football, I consider myself still more of a casual fan, getting to that diehard level. So I don't really know all the ins and outs. I'm still learning this sport because there's a lot to it. I'm still learning all the players. So this video is going to be a speed prediction round. I'm not going to go in depth as I would probably with baseball teams. So don't come at me too hard, please, okay? We're getting into this. Just let me know, comment down below your predictions and what you think and how you think this video goes. So without further freaking ado, let's get the hell right into it. So coming up first for the AFC North, we'll get it started on that side. I have coming in 4th place, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have them coming in last place for the first time in over 30 years. I have their record being at 7-10. I just think that out of all the other teams in their division, they're just going to come out last. Especially after how last year kind of went, I just think they're still going to have less games. Coming in 3rd place, I have the Cleveland Browns. I have them only winning 8 games this year, with the final record being 8-9. Last year, Joe Flacco just surprised a lot of people, took them to the playoffs. Him being kind of like gone now, I just don't think that they're going to be as good as they were. I would consider them a surprise team last year. I just don't think that's going to happen for them this year. Coming in for my 2nd place prediction, I have the Cincinnati Bengals coming in for 11-6. Last year was quite disappointing. Joe Burrow has just kind of given the nickname injury prone, but hopefully that blonde hair can just push them to a playoff appearance, let alone just 2nd in the division, still with having 11 wins. Next, I have the Baltimore Ravens. I have their record being 13-4. I think that they're still going to be one of the best teams this year, although it is a little rocky. I've been reading some things, trying to learn a little bit more, and there is some concern other than Lamar Jackson on the offensive side. I just erase all that because I'm a casual fan. All right, so that wraps up my AFC North prediction. Now let's get it started for the AFC East. Coming in for 4th place, I have the New England Patriots coming at 4-13. Man, is it a sad time. The Patriots coming in last place. I just think last year was very disappointing, and although they went out and drafted a good quarterback, still rookie year, they are gonna have a little bit of a tough schedule. So I still had the Patriots out of their whole division just coming in 4th place. Next, I had the New York Jets coming in at 8-9. There were some people predicting the Jets to come in 2nd that I've read, and there's just no way, in my opinion. The Jets to me will just always have that bad vibes over them. I just don't really see them being any more than a 3rd place team. I would be surprised if they got more than 9 wins. Coming in at number 2, I have the Buffalo Bills having a record at 11-6. A lot of people were showing concern with how this Bills offense is gonna go. Like, they traded Stephon Diggs, which is going to hurt them. That's why they're not at my number 1. But Josh Allen is still just too good to just have him any lower. I mean, anything can happen in the season. That's why these are predictions. And I don't know every single thing I'm talking about. I'm just going to be real. So I just think it's fun to predict. But yeah, but the reason why they're still at number 2 is because at number 1, I have the Miami Dolphins having a winning record at 12-5 and winning their division. The Dolphins last year were quite surprising, and I just don't see them not being in the 1st place team. Let's get it going to the AFC West. Coming in at number 4, this hurts me because I'm not a Raiders fan now, but I grew up being a Raiders fan just by inheriting that from my dad. But I have them coming in 4th place with a 5-12 record. Coming in at number 3, I have the LA Chargers having a record at 8-9. Last year, they were kind of trash. I believe they only had like 5 wins. Kind of trash. So I have them winning a bit more this year, but still only coming in 3rd place. A lot of people are overhyping them. I think we're just going to see how the season turns out. Coming in at number 2 in the division, I have the Denver Broncos. Based on the research that I've done, a lot of people are sleeping on the Broncos, and maybe they're right for that because I don't really know too much about the damn Broncos. But I just have a feeling that out of this whole division, other than the number 1, I think the Broncos could easily slip in that number 2 spot, coming in at 10-7. We're gonna see. This is what's fun. This is why I wanted to do it this year, because we're just gonna see come January the final record. Coming in for the number 1 spot, the one and only 2-time reigning Super Bowl champs of the last 2 years, the Kansas City Chiefs. Anyways, I have their record being 14-3. I have them winning quite a bit of games. But again, if they don't, that's fine by me. I'm gonna shoot big. I'm gonna shoot big for some of these teams. I think the Chiefs could easily win 14 games. Moving on to the AFC South. Coming in at number 4, I have the Tennessee Titans coming in at 4-13. A lot of people are starting to, try to turn the Titans around in their record and saying that they can come in 3rd. I just don't see it. The Bears are gonna open up the season against them this coming Sunday. I'm excited to see how that goes, but nonetheless, I just don't think the Titans are still going to be that good. I mean, they just don't have anyone that really stands out to me in terms of players. But yeah, I just think the Titans are still not that good. Coming in at number 3, I have the Indianapolis Colts coming in at 8-9. I was looking at their schedule, and I think that they definitely have some very winnable games in there. But for the most part, in their whole division that I was looking at, they still just scream a 3rd place team for me right now, coming in with having a very similar record to what they did last year. Coming in at number 2, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars winning 1 more game than they did last year, coming in at 10-7. Trevor Lawrence, he could be very good. I feel like last year was a bit of a down year. I don't even know. They came in at 9-8, missed the playoffs. This year, I think that they have a chance to slip in there somewhere. I may have, overrated them a little bit, but I have CJ Stroud balling out this year, coming in for his team at 12-5. But CJ Stroud just seems like he's got that dog in him, and I just think that he's going to carry the Texans to 12 wins this year, especially trading for Stephon Diggs. I just have a lot of faith. Coming in for the NFC North, which will be more so my division. Coming in at number 4, I have the Minnesota Vikings. I have them winning a solid 6 games, losing 11. Losing Kirk Cousins, and then turning around and losing JJ McCarthy. That I feel for Vikings fans. My cousin is a Vikings fan. I feel for her. That sucks. Like, truly low blow. I couldn't imagine because, the Bears, number 1 draft pick, if that were to happen. I mean, JJ McCarthy was still a top draft pick. And just to lose him for a whole season off the bat, that's gotta suck. I feel for y'all. But unfortunately, I just don't think this is gonna be your year, missing the playoffs and coming in 4th in the division. Coming in at number 3, you guys might be happy to hear me say, based off my shirt, I do have the Chicago Bears. Although I am so excited to see Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen in a Bears uniform, all of that, Cole Kmet just, come ball out tight end. Obviously, DJ Moore. See, I know a lot more of my shit when it comes to the Bears. Given I know this doesn't really count all that much, but 4-0 in the preseason, I mean, that's gotta be some good luck or something. I have them coming in at 10-7. I think Caleb Williams could do it. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if it was more of a 9-8 situation, but I am gonna just kind of ride this train because I think that the Bears might be able to slip in there for a playoff spot. So I had to put them there, but I still have the Packers coming in at number 2, just ahead of the Bears, winning a total of 11 games and losing 6. Jordan Love, man, is it going to be exciting to watch Jordan Love and Caleb Williams go off this season, especially against each other. I don't think that'll happen until at least December. I'm pretty sure that the Bears and Packers don't play until late this year. I still think that they are going to be the 2nd team. Moving on to number 1, I was rooting for the Lions all the way last year. I have the Lions coming in at number 1, continuing that reign as they did last year, with a record at 13-4. I just think I gotta drink that Lions Kool-Aid. Anyways, let's get out of this division. Sorry, I know I went on for a little bit. Moving on to the NFC East. Coming in at number 4, I have the Washington Commanders. This team just screams lame to me. So I have them at a record in 4-13. Nothing stands out to me about this team. I think they're just going to be last place. Coming in at number 3, I have the New York Giants having a finishing record at 7-10. I saw some people predicting them a little bit higher. I just don't know how you could do that. The Giants just still, they just still don't seem like a team to win more than what I'm predicting, but anything can happen, and I'm excited to be proven wrong this season by any of these teams. Coming in at number 2 in the NFC East, I have the Dallas Cowboys. I have them finishing the season with an 11-6 record. Last year they won the division because, the Eagles lost their last 2 games, and the Cowboys just were winning towards the end of the season last year. But I just think that the Cowboys are just gonna miss it this year, winning the division and just coming in number 2. Coming in at number 1, a lot of people are just underrating them this year for whatever reason, but I still think it's gonna be them Philadelphia Eagles coming in at 12-5. I think that Jalen Hurts is gonna continue to have that dog in him, and I think that they're just gonna push. Anything can happen, and I'm gonna root for the Eagles. Moving on to the NFC West, I have the Arizona Cardinals coming in 4th place with a finishing record at 5-12. They did have some pretty good draft picks this year. I'm excited to see Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm realizing how much more I truly know about the sport of baseball all around, and it's hard to truly learn a whole wave of new players, so bear with me. These are really just fun shits for gigs picks. Anyways, moving on to my number 3 pick, I have the LA Rams. I had them finishing the season with a 9-8 record. Matt Stafford, I just think that he's capable. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 10-7 kind of gig, but as of right now, I have them winning 9-8. Moving on to the number 2 spot, I put the Seattle Seahawks. They came in 3rd last year, I believe. This year, I have them coming in 2nd. I think I have them making that push. I have the Seahawks having a final record at 10-7, making the playoffs. Next, coming in for the number 1 pick, I have the San Francisco 49ers. They made it to the Super Bowl for a reason. Let's see if they can continue that going into this season and just ball out. I have them finishing the year with a final record at 12-5. Might be a little too high, but I'm excited to see what they got, like I said, after showing out in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, just coming short. Moving on to the final division, the NFC South. Coming in at number 4, I have the Carolina Panthers. Last year, hella disappointing, only having a record of 2-15. I have them a surprising 4-13 this year. But that's because I was looking over their schedule pretty well, and they honestly have a lot of matchups that are very winnable for them. So I gave them a couple extra wins this year, but still finishing in 4th place. Moving on to number 3, I have the New Orleans Saints, finishing with a record at 7-10. They're not making the playoffs. They just don't really scream good to me. Moving on to number 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last year making the playoffs, but this year I still have them only winning 9 games, losing 8. Nothing too crazy, too significant. I still have them, of course, like I said, coming in 2nd. Coming in at number 1 to finish off this part of the video. Might be a surprise, but I have the Atlanta Falcons. I definitely have faith in this team, although I do think that the NFC South might be one of the more weaker divisions. I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons can outshine and come in at number 1. I think that would be a crazy story to tell. I think that would be really great for them because I don't really have any other favorites right here. The Bucks maybe could, sneak in there at number 1. Okay, also, if you clicked on this video hoping for Super Bowl predictions and playoff predictions, that's unfortunately not going to be this video. I don't have it in me to do all that kind of shit. So we're going to save that for another video. Because also, I'm not really... predicting is so stressful. It was bad enough picking this. I just don't really... I want to take more time to consider the Super Bowl picks. That'll be a video in the future, so don't hate too hard, just in case you were looking forward to that. If you are very into baseball like I am, stay tuned because I will be making a lot more videos with award predictions. Hey, before we get into that kind of crap, no, actually, we're going to be having our playoff predictions. I'm a Cubs fan, so I am really sitting here hoping that the Cubs can make it to the playoffs. There's, very, very close chances. Everything's got to go right. Anyways, without further ado, thank you guys for watching this video. I had to get this set up really quick. I know, I'm sorry. But I want to make this video a little bit shorter because I want to get this out by tomorrow night, which will be Thursday. So hopefully if you're watching this, it is shortly after Thursday night because obviously the main football stuff will be going on the 8th on Sunday. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Obviously, this is my first time ever doing this, so bear with me. I know I wasn't really able to talk too much about each team because I don't really know shit like that. Anyways, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below more video ideas because it seems like I'm getting back into it. Without further ado, peace. I'll see you in the next one.